Wouldn't it be fun to cut your own limbs off and have it regrow? Well, you can't grow it back, so it would not be best to try. But there are some things out there that can. Reptiles and salamanders are a good example of this, dropping a tail, regrowing limbs and organs. Regrowing limbs sound fun, right? Well, it has its own downsides that come with it. It can be good too, you just need a reason for it. For these creatures, what do they use it for? Well, pretty similar things. Predators. Axolotls are tiny salamanders that live in the lakes of Mexico. And like most salamanders, they can regrow their limbs and even parts of their brain and organs. Now, it would not be a good idea to go ripping off their legs, since that would leave them vulnerable to predators and the legs will still grow back. Axolotls are an endangered species, so it's important not to harm them in the wild. Now, salamanders are not the only creatures that can regrow limbs or body parts, like the leopard gecko. Leopard geckos, what can they do? They can drop and regrow their tail. Now, it's not the same and never will be once they do this, which makes the owners of these lazy lizards worried they accidentally hold them in the wrong way and make them drop their tail. The leopard gecko's tail is used to store fat and for escaping predators. When the predator reaches and grabs the gecko's tail, the tail will grow back, but will take months to grow back and it will never look the same as before. Leopard geckos aren't the only ones that are able to drop tails. Most small lizards do. Take a crested gecko. They can drop their tail, but it won't grow back at all. And even axolotls can have some downsides to regrowing limbs, like how multiple can grow in the place of one. And again, when dropped, the gecko's tail will never look the same as it was before. Geckos and salamanders, each species has their own way of regrowing limbs, brains, and tails. Some can't, others can. Now that you know these creatures can lose their limbs and grow them back, you should never purposely remove their limbs, since it'll still harm the creature and will take time to regrow. And don't touch tokay gecko. Those things are out to get you and your hand. If you see one, stay away from the brightly colored blue and orange lizard. They're just looking for a fight. These geckos have very strong jaws that would end up drawing blood or even chunks of flesh. Let's hope that will grow back.